Peace, peace, peace. Oh, wow. It is unapologetically QI entering the building, trying to knock out another one. So I've been chronologizing the story of Mo 3 and the different events that happened that led up to the Yellow Beezy. And so this is part two. This is the part that involved Roylee Pate. Um, if I'm not mistaken, I think that they were saying that yesterday or the day before was his birthday. So I would like to say happy birthday and to a heavenly birthday to Roy Lee, as well as, condolences as well to the family. I hope all is healing. And so let's go ahead and get this started. Okay. Roy Lee was a well known Dallas comedian and a friend of Mo 3. I think their friendship blossomed. He was actually closer to Rainwater than, Mo 3. And Mo 3 actually stated that he always loved Roy Lee's comedy. He laughed and loved Roy Lee's comedy. Well, he joined the beef back in 2017, openly questioning Yellow Beezy's claim on Oak Cliff. See, Yellow Beezy was claiming Oak Cliff, a place that holds local pride and attachment. It's like the hood. It's like Oak Cliff is like mm, it's like you're saying from Brooklyn to the Bronx. It's like saying what, like in Chicago, South Side. It's like saying you're from the South Side in Chicago, or back in the day, Cabrini Green in Chicago. Um, it holds a little weight. Right now it's 63rd or 64th in Chicago, or O Block. That's a perfect example. It's like claiming O Block or whatever. So Yellow Beezy's claim was claiming Oak Cliff, and Roy Lee challenged him on that, because Roy Lee, I think, was like deeply bred in Oak Cliff or whatever, or well known around Oak Cliff or whatever. And it's just like most people from that hood, they know the people of that hood. So Roy Lee, like, his claim was like, where did you go to school? What elementary? What middle school? What high school did you go to? Well, in actuality, I think that Yellow Beezy is from the same place that that Mo 3 actually end up living. And I think that that Mo 3 grew up at some point in Oak Cliff, and actually his family moved to a different place. And I'll tell you what that different place is. I can't remember the name. It's with the M. That's where they have his, the Mo 3 Day every year, 11/11. But his challenge was not a thoughtless statement, but a bold action that placed him on Mo 3's team and escalated tensions between the two rappers' camps. Roy Lee's outspoken attitude and alleged made him a target, setting the stage for what followed. So Roy Lee basically, was outspoken. They say like he liked to drink. He drank a lot. Comedians, nightlife. That was his work, his job. So they said he drank a lot, and he was very funny and very, very outspoken. And basically, he started challenging Yellow Beezy, which made Mo 3 pretty proud, because Mo 3 had a lot of haters, and Mo 3 felt like he was getting more hate from the city than he was love. And just the mere fact that a public figure, a well-known figure like Roy Lee, came out and actually defended him, drew Roy Lee and Mo 3 closer, which put the target on Roy Lee's head. That almost Yellow Beezy felt as though Roy Lee was now a part of the team. So Roy Lee at that point had a target on his back. So just a day after October 14th, 2018, Yellow Beezy also had his brush with mortality, but we're going to talk about that a little later. I'm reading from this article as well to stay in chronological order. Okay, so Roy Lee They saw each other in the club, Yellow Beezy and Roylee, and some kind of way there was tension. So Roylee challenged Yellow Beezy to a boxing event. Um, and a boxing event. He was like, "Let's throw hands. We don't need the pow pows or pew pews. Let's throw hands." Um, and most people are saying that Yellow Beezy was not originally a gangster from the streets or anything like that. And being a rapper or a drill rapper, his street reputation really mattered to him. So, that, basically was like a trigger for Yellow Beezy to say he wasn't street or to say he wasn't from Oak Cliff, the hood of all hoods in Dallas. You know, that was like a trigger. And so, basically it drew tension with Roylee. So afterwards, after asking him to box, Roylee did an interview. I think it was with Real Life Productions in Dallas, Texas. I think it's owned by some Africans or whatever. And then and I think it was a little brush for something on are they saying that Say Cheese basically helped instigate the situation with Yellow Beezy and Mo as well by asking your top five favorite five rappers and then asking about the pick six. So, at this, by this time, the escalations was really high. And so while Roylee was at a convenience store, they hit him. He got hit. He ended up in the hospital. He came live. The lives are online. And everybody thought that Roylee was going to be okay because he was in high spirit. He didn't seem weak or whatever. But, maybe like a week or two after, 2 weeks, I think, um, you know, there was an issue with his lungs, and he eventually passed. So, like the day after Roylee, was pronounced deceased, um, and I'll read from the article. The day after Roylee was considered deceased, Yellow Beezy ended up, getting shot at a couple of times. Um, it says Yellow Beezy was shot 8 times during the drive-by shooting on San Rayburn Tollway, but lived. It was generally viewed as a retaliatory attack for Roylee, a signal that the feud had reached a cycle of revenge. And this was on October the 14th. Roylee was pronounced deceased on October the 13th. Even though those violent incidents, the feud didn't fade. Both artists kept it alive, though diss tracks and social media taunts through diss tracks and media taunts. In 2019, Mo3 released 219 on Roylee's birthday, a song accusing Yellow Beezy of involvement in his friend's death and hinting at a bounty on Beezy's head. These public jabs ensured the conflict remained raw and unresolved. So, like we all know that once you take a friend, right, in the streets, it's like you hit mine, I gotta hit yours. It's a back and forth thing. Once there's bloodshed, then that's like it's just gonna keep going. You got mine, I gotta get yours. It's almost like a sport or something where they keep count. Like in the street life, the gang life, and so on. In January 2020, the beef spilled over into another physical fight. Mo3's manager, Brandon Rainwater, y'all know Rainwater, claimed the Yellow Beezy and his crew attacked him outside a Dallas club, leaving his hip dislocated. Rainwater sued for over $1 million with surveillance footage supposedly recording the incident. The confrontation further widened the divide and added a legal element to the ongoing saga. And I think there was another time with the Dallas Zoo or something where Rainwater had his daughter and, allegedly, I think it was Yellow Beezy or his camp that slapped him. And at that time, because of his daughter, he stated that he couldn't do much. The brief reached its tragic culmination on November 11th. And y'all know what that day, 11/11/2020, where Mo3 was hit or shot down on Interstate 35 in Dallas. Well, on March 20, 2025, we all know that Yellow Beezy was arrested and charged with capital unaliving for allegedly hiring a hitman to kill Mo3. Or the unalive Mo3, my bad. Okay, so that's where we're at. And as well, a lot of people are saying that Yellow Beezy has been released, but he has a $2 million bond hold. He has a hold. And I guess we'll stay updated. I don't know what that means because, like, it's a capital unaliving charge, and normally they don't give, especially celebrities, and especially with the history, they don't give bonds. But I don't know why he hasn't yet been released. But we'll stay up to date on it as it comes. But the clash between Mo3 and Yellow has left deep wounds in Dallas. The death of Roylee, Mo3, alongside the string of shootings and legal battles, have dimmed the city vibrant rap scene. My bad, rap scene. Residents and fans mourn the losses, wrestling with the senseless cost of rivalry that began over neighborhood pride. Yeah, because I think that either way it goes, they both lived in the same places. Well, I'm not sure if Roylee actually lived in Oak Cliff, but I know that some of Mo3's upbringing was in Oak Cliff, and the other part, but the other place, I can't think, wherever his Mo3 Day is held now. Both of them are actually from that place. So that was interesting. So, they've been affiliated with each other for a long time. And I guess, deep down within them they were friends. A lot of these people were friends before they fell out. So, I guess that may have had something to do with, the envious jealousy, like what was going on in terms of success and actually making it. Well, part three, we're going to talk more about part three and the next part leading up, because there were like in between Royally and Mo3, there were a lot of other events. And so basically, I'm going to, just break those down piece by piece, bit by bit, so that we'll get to see the full grasp of the story. But at any rate, thank y'all for coming in. Smash that like, share, and love, peace, hair grease, happiness, and all that good stuff. Peace, love, food, water, clothing, all that good stuff. And I'm out. Unapologetically QI exit in the building. Peace.